Hi, my name is Taylor Bratton. I'm from San Francisco, California, and I'm applying to the MARRES program at the Université Côte d'Azur. I have had a lifelong fascination with the ocean. From as early as the 7th grade, I was petitioning the state government and fundraising for organizations that promote ocean health. I then started an ocean conservation club that continues to this day. In this leadership position, I mobilized our group to demonstrate for causes and organize events, mostly in ridiculous costumes. I was also the apprentice of David Maguire, the founder of the Shark Stewards organization, and he took me under his wing while he banned the sale of shark fins in California. So I had an allegiance to sharks, but at the same time, I was volunteering at the Marine Mammal Center, a rescue and rehabilitation clinic for injured pinnipeds. I share my passion for conservation and science with my love of simply being on or underwater. My dad taught me how to surf when I was young, and it's still what brings me to the ocean every day. But I've never been closer to the ocean than when I embarked on a month-long sailing trip up the eastern coast of Australia and across the Tasman Sea. My experience of being essentially alone, hundreds of miles from shore on an 11-meter sailboat, reinforced my desires to spend the rest of my life on the ocean. The year before, I had spent a month in Indonesia volunteering for the Gili Shark Conservation Project. I was able to dive every day on pristine coral reefs and collect data on sharks around the island. This experience inspired me to continue on to pursue my PADI instructor certification and my scientific diving certification. Diving in places where people rely heavily on their marine resources has shown me the power of bringing alternative economies to these communities. My personal goal is to work directly with ocean-dependent demographics to develop plans to protect their resources and their cultures, through the establishment of locally managed marine areas, fishery management strategies, and aquaculture. That's why for my case study, I'd like to talk about findings from 2 different papers on the social impacts of a locally managed marine area in Madagascar, called Valorization. The first paper focuses on how protected areas can alleviate poverty through maintaining biodiversity. The second paper elaborates on the role women play in community-based fisheries management. This part of Madagascar is home to the Vezo people, who obtain 85% of their local income from fishing and foraging in the marine environment. Most people here survive on less than $1 a day. In 2003, an international exporter began sourcing octopus from these villages, and the stocks were quickly overexploited. The locals worked with an NGO called Blue Ventures to initiate seasonal, small-scale closures. Octopus are the ideal species to model management interventions because they undergo periods of rapid growth and have short lifespans, allowing populations to rebound quickly. In 7 months, the closed areas yielded significantly higher overall catch rates than the control sites. Due to their success, these closures were adopted by 25 other villages around the area. All this sounds like an incredible success story, but the development of a more lucrative market exposed a shift in gender balances. Women make up 86% of the octopus fishing effort, but men were given management positions in overseeing the new LMMA. This resulted in regulations that were less accommodating of women's traditional fishing practices. To combat this, women are now given monitoring roles to collect data on fishery landings and conduct local meetings. The most fascinating outcome is how it affects the whole community. When women are financially empowered, there are more resources for healthcare, children's education, and nutrition. I aspire to make stories like this my professional mantra. With the help of MARRES, I feel that I could achieve my dreams of creating conservation initiatives that support both people and the ocean. Thank you for your consideration, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in Nice.